You get to name it. You want to put personality traits. You want to put demographic traits. You want to put psychographic traits, interests, magazines they read, places they like to vacation, how they like to vacation. All of these different kinds of things that you want to wrap and design who your target customer is. So why do you think it's important that you do that?
So you don't waste time. Get the right person.
Yeah, so you don't waste time, but also to say everything that you do tied to that product or service, you do with that person in mind, right? So if you're going to write a blog article, you write the blog article to the target persona. And maybe for your business, you have multiple personas. I wouldn't get too many. For most of your businesses, I would have 2, 3, 4, maybe too much, right? And so for Tarsus, in what you're going after in homes and stuff, have family, right? So I would imagine you often sell to the woman of the house, right? Because they're home and they're there more, right? Not all the time. No offense to the working women in the world. But that's, if you go to 10 houses, more often you're going to probably find that, right? So I would create a persona around a family, right? And a family unit, and particularly the decision maker in that family, right?
Yeah, I like to go after the kids. That's both parents' main thing.
Right. So, but maybe you have one that's an older couple, right? Empty nesters. Maybe that's another persona. And maybe, young, first married, first house is another one. But those would be, and they all have different needs. They have different things that are triggers, different things that are hot buttons for them, right? And so you want to craft a persona to say, this is who I'm selling to. And so a very practical application of this that we'll talk about related to inbound marketing is if you're going to write a blog post and tell a bit of a story, you need to write it to someone, right? So if you write a blog post about clean air for young families that have kids with asthma, you would write it to that persona, right? And then you can go back and do validation to say, did those people actually engage with the message the way we intended? Right? So there's questions in here about who your customer is. And targeting is so critical. And Michael mentioned this last night, tied to marketing, right? But being very discreet about who your customer is makes the emphasis of your marketing message that much stronger. Because you're speaking in a very direct way to who the target audience is, right? Rather than speaking generally, right? So think about a persona of who you want to create. To make this exercise, let's do our team consulting hints. We're going to break up into groups. Do you guys want to switch up to groups?
Yes.
Yes? All right. I will let you guys self-organize. Switch up your group into groups of 2 or 3. And what your job is to one of you be the subject. And I want you to answer those questions, but I want you to draw a caricature, draw a persona. Pick a name, pick an age, pick some demographics, pick some behaviors that they do, pick some hobbies that they do, and say, this is my persona, right?
Draw a caricature.
You don't have to draw a picture, but you're essentially defining attributes about this person. Does that sound good? All right. How much time do you want? 10 minutes? Longer? 15 minutes? All right. We'll go, I have 8:32. We'll go to 8:45, so you'll have 12 minutes. Ready, set, go.